Hello everyone, this is Muhammad Nabilur Rahman from Pakistan. First of all, I would like to congratulate each and every course fellow on completing this course. And today we are going to present our final presentation of Mastering Leadership Theories and Concepts presented to Dr. Ebenezer Robinson. So the topic today is which I have taken is Turkish Airline. I'm going to review the detailed structure and leadership quality in Turkish Airlines Manager. Let's see first of all what is our agenda. We are discussing different question and answer which has given to us from first week till sixth week, and we are covering all the questions and answers about the Turkish airline. We will gonna discuss how the effect of the Turkish airline is on their management and how the leaders inside the company affects the Turkish airline, and either the customers are satisfied with their performance or not. And then lately on we will discuss some conclusion remarks, and then references will come later on. So first of all, let's move to first question, which is who are the leaders of your chosen company and how does direct and indirect leadership impact your chosen company? So first of all, let's look towards the CEO of the company. The Dr. Temel Kotil is a CEO of Turkish Airline. He has also won the Executive Leadership Airline Strategic Award. Moving towards some more leaders of this company, Bilal Eksi is the general manager of the company who has completed his electrical engineering from Turkey University, and currently he's working in this company since 1989. Chief Finance Officer is Dr. Murat Sekar, and who has joined the company 2014, and he's done the PhD in economics. Mr. Ahmed Al Mustassir is the Chief Marketing Officer. He has completed the MBA and currently working in Turkish Airlines since 2014. Abdul Karim K is a Chief Human Resource Officer, and he's also serving as a board of director. So second question is how does direct and indirect leadership impact choosing the company? The impact of direct and indirect leadership plays an important role in Turkish Airlines. We have seen there is a flexible structure in the organization. The leadership quality depends only on the strategic teamwork. And more the teamwork in this company builds a strong belief in hierarchy. Company totally focus on the hierarchy structure. This make the company stronger. Everyone knows their task of work and their respondent body to whom they have to answer. The marketing team is very creative and they are dynamic in culture, which shows the better image of Turkish airline and increase the market stability and positioning. Our next question is discuss the interactions of your company managers who might be in the network of contacts. So there is a very good internal communication inside the Turkish airline. They have a strong belief in the communication with the strongest stakeholders and the customers. Their priority is always to maintain the decorum of communication. They believe that the more the communication among the employees will create the more technology, and the operational costs will reduce and flexibility will increase. They increase efficiency and productivity, and they gain the competitive advantage over their competitive advantage over their competitors in the market. They use the software award to increase the communication system, including emails, fax, and other softwares to increase internal communication. The ticketing and boarding passes and the confirmation and cancellation of tickets also use the software of award. Our next question is choose three leaders within your organization. What are some examples and behavior at different levels? So I have picked three of the great leaders from the Turkish airline. One of them is Osama Nurettin Sen. He's basically working as a regional sales and marketing manager. And the quality of the leadership he is having is an empowered team. He keep his team together. There is a unity in his team. They work together because they have a sales and marketing team. They have to cooperate with each other. So what Usman does, he creates the environment around his team that is helpful for working together. Usman believes that you cannot work individually and achieve the targets, but you have to work in a team and share the responsibilities. Second is Temur Abibolaev. I'm sorry from the pronunciation of the names are not very good from my side. He's a regional marketing manager and he has the qualities of the leadership that is being productive and result oriented. He is very focused towards his goal and he always complete his task in time. He also work in a team and his work is always resulted oriented. He does not take the work of every type, but whatever the work he takes in his hand is a very good production. Last is Izzat Salibi. She's a regional marketing manager and she is very good communicator and clear vision she has. Obviously, when you are in the marketing field, you need a good communication skills. You have to be good posters and gestures. And whenever she's been given any marketing task, she has a vision and clear vision, and then she gives a time frame. Then when will they will achieve their goals? All of three leaders has been taken from the Turkish airline website. Moving on to the next question, and our next question is how can the leaders of your chosen company increases the learning and the motivation? Turkish Airlines train their employees via giving them opportunities to go in different colleges, universities. They get training there. It could be from the engineering school or a business school management program, and mostly this like the Istanbul University. Their employees go in that particular universities, and then they get the training from the different leaders, from the different speakers. They have especially captured an increasing success through this employee satisfaction strategy, where the consumer oriented services in being applied. And now employees are being used for the communication tool in the Turkish airline. They are basically focusing on different tools where the employees interact each other through a proper communication channel. Turkish Airlines believe that if there is a gap between the communication among the employees or customers, then their airline will not successful in a long run. Now the communication is being a brand image for them to communicate through a public. Now this has an impact, major impact on the competitive advantage of the Turkish airline. Obviously, there are a lot of people or customers who are not being satisfied with the services of the Turkish airline. Then there is a proper tool for the for such passengers to communicate with the senior authority via complaint box, and they can directly interact with the managers. The best part to motivate them is that they work in a team, which makes their teamwork more efficient, and there's a not lot of burden on a single person. We are moving further for the next question, that is what is an example of a problem that the leaders of your chosen company might encounter? We have selected the Turkish airline, and the basic problem which we have seen in the different research papers is that people mostly are not satisfied with their chosen airline. Although a lot of people prefer a Turkish airline due to their services, but there is a problem that they have faced. There is a study which was being conducted by Sesgin in 2012, and according to the study, he has taken the survey from more than 500 people. They found that there is a seat comfort level of the aeroplane in Turkish airline is very nice. They got rate 80% out of 100, which is very good. They got 4 star out of 5, and the cabin staff service was satisfactory. They were not up to the mark, but still they were happy with their attendance. The food and beverage rated, some people rated 5, some people rated 4. So it was very good that the food and beverages were according to the people mood. We have seen that there are a lot of passengers who do not have a taste of other type of the food because they are a traveler. So they want a typical type of the food for themselves, but still they found it very tasty for themselves. The in-flight entertainment was not very good. It seems like a poor. They got only 2 stars out of 5. So probably in next paper we're gonna discuss that thing as well. The ground services was also very poor. This is due to the biggest problem which was discussed by the Sesdin, that the primary language of Turkish is not English. So people sometimes found it very difficult to understand the English language. It's not because they don't know how to speak English, but it's probably because The accent is very difficult. People say is, the passengers were very satisfied with the value for money because there are a lot of other airways like Etihad, Emirates, Jet Airlines, Air America, or Qantas Airline, or probably Thai Airline, which are relatively expensive than the Turkish airline. What traits, skills, and values should the leaders of your chosen company possess? Select three leaders and discuss individual attributes you feel relevant for their position as a leader. Answering the first question, when I see the Turkish airline websites and different website when googling it, I found that the different people shares the equal, or we can say the share the problem, saying that there is a very bad behavior of the crew members. So this is a basically value or skill that every Turkish employee has to bear, that they have to be very positive attitude. They come with a professionalism. There should be the flexible in talking. They need to be honest because the customers has an issue of delaying the flights, and they're always seeking the issue problem. The crew members are not always honest, but yes, they need to be motivated to work positively to bring the Turkish airline on the top once again. Talking about the three leaders, first one is Ali Sardar Yakut. He's a chief information technology officer, and he has an attribute that they always try to work with a positive energy. He's very passionate towards his work, and he always been passionate to perform very good tasks regarding his fields. Next one is Muhammad Akif Konar. He's a chief commercial officer, and according to the different employees in his team, he is very honest person with the flexibility in him. Aikut Alba is a chief flight operating officer, and again he is a very professional attitude. Moving on to the next question, the leaders of the Turkish airline have asked you to come in and discuss the guideline for managing immediate crisis. We have to discuss the guideline for dealing these disruptions and immediate crisis. The president of the Turkish airline leaders. All right, we are assuming the case that the Turkish airline is facing the crisis right now, and what steps could we take? First of all, let's identify the basics issues that Turkish airline is facing. First of all, it is customer demand, then the storms, attitude, and leader crisis. Customer demand belongs to the organizational behavior here. The fact is that customer always demand something more than the what is expected. Unfortunately, due to what we can say bad staff services or miscommunication among the people, or the ground services are not very best, the demand of the customer is decreased by 30%, and it happened during the last 5 years, due to which Turkish airline has garaged their 30 to 40 aeroplanes, and they are not working right now. They are just grounded. So what we can do here, that we can increase the customer demand via showing our good gestures and posture towards the customers. We can give them certain gifts. Either it could be on any holiday, it could be on a Christmas, on a Eid vacation, or any local festival. Next moving is the storms. The snowstorms are natural disaster. We cannot do anything, due to which there are a lot of late arrivals and late departures of the flight, which really irritates customers. Unfortunately, we cannot stop the nature disaster, so we have to bear with this. The attitude, we have to build a positive attitude, because the different customers have complained that the attitude is not very positive towards the passengers. This is obvious when their flight operations is very good, and uh, you have to go with the different moods when you are doing it 12 hours, due to you have to make your attitude positive. Otherwise, considering the Pakistan International Airlines, the attitude of the staff, of the pilot, of the ground staff, of the air attendant or a steward is very polite, very sweet. Everyone appreciate them. The Lira crisis is also one more political issue or economical issue which is happening right now. Is that the Lira is deflation. There is a inflation, and lira is decreasing down. The value is not as same as it was before. So these are the different issues which can be solved. But lira crisis, it doesn't directly interact with the Turkish Airlines. So Turkish Airlines what have to do is giving more customer satisfaction by rewarding them different trips or rewards. The question is being asked that what are the different influence tactics that can be used to influence subordinates, peers, and the superiors. Now, I believe that there are a lot of companies, airline companies, who are in charge of the different competition, and they want to gain the competitive advantage over the other. And the only thing I believe that they can go with a smile procedure. Just what the everyone has to do is to see each other and smile. I recall the example of the Ford Motors. Unfortunately, Ford Motors was down very much down in 1998, and they hired the new CEO. The new CEO saw each and everything, and he found nothing but he found that there is a problem among the communication between the employees. So what he did, he said every employee has to see when he see each other, he will smile. Definitely, he has to smile after seeing each other. So it makes a positive gesture. It will make a positive point of view. If you smile, your mood will definitely go on a positive side. So the most influence tactic will be the smile, talking with each other in a smiling way. And the best tactics that Turkish Airline is using is their advertisement is very very much attractive and aggressive. So they kept on focusing on making such a beautiful ads. Next question is, how come the followers within your chosen company, that is Turkish Airline, have more effective relationship with the leaders? And I was amazed that there are a lot of positive reviews by the staff members of the Turkish airline, which was shown in the Chang and Chang 2008 paper. They said there's a lot of way for gaining the knowledge and having patience, because it was not very easy to job in an airline company unless you have to show your patience. Sometimes there are more than 8 to 12 hours job timings. Turkish airline, they have a scenario that you have to respect the senior members, junior members, each and every staff. Their priority is to respect. They found that there is a flexibility in talking and working with their employees, with their senior members, or with their peer members. They can easily shift their work from one timing to another. And they have also a rule that whenever the subordinates goes on the lunch with the senior members, always a senior member will pay the bill. Training and responsibilities are very much in the Turkish airline, although it is on every airline that every employee know how to tackle the different type of the customers, and it comes with a great responsibility. They have a structured working roles. Everyone has given a specific task, and they have to follow that task. You cannot be ordered to go somewhere else if your job description doesn't say that. Discussing the different teams that have been occurred in the Turkish airline and what are the challenges they are facing is that, first of all, let us discuss the different teams in the Turkish airline. They have a human resource management team, finance team, investment team, corporate development team, flight operation team, marketing team, IT team, and cargo team. Human resource management team is not facing so much problems as they have a lot of resume to hire different type of people from different nationalities. Finance team has also not facing too much problems because the Turkish airline didn't see any drop down in their shares since a long time. Investment team has not facing too much issues because the political instability might occur in the country, but the army backed the company, and there are a lot of investors who believe that the Turkish airline is very stable company. Corporate development team has also not faced too much challenges, but the flight operation team has faced many challenges as there are the season when there's so much winter, there's so much snow and foggy season. Flight operation team might find it difficult to make the landing and flying operation on time. It also creates the mess because the customers might not feel very happy with the changing in the time. Marketing team is doing very well. They have a creative mind and they create very well crafted commercials and ad for the television that catch the attention of the mostly people. IT team has also not faced many challenges because they have just kept on updating their technologies. They are not introducing new softwares. The already existing softwares are up to dated and latest, so they have not faced many challenges. Cargo team has also not facing many challenges. They just kept on transferring the goods from one to other farms. So in short, there a lot of teams are working with the very ease moves, accepting of the flight operation team. The next question is, how would the leaders of the chosen company inspire more followers, commitment, and optimism? Well, Turkish Airlines have a strong marketing tool. They keep on coming with different strategies, and that makes the commercial. They have a good quality of making an ad, so their ad focus the different type of people to come and buy their tickets. They also give the free mileage cards to the existing customers, the one who travels more in their plane. They give them a part or a milestone thing that helps the customers to come again and receive the discounts on the airfare. They kept on decreasing the airfare seasonally, most probably when they found that there is a season of uh, tourism in Turkey. The Turkish airline decreases the airfare. They also give the presents to the already existing customers or the new customers to catch their attention. So the marketing tool and marketing team of Turkish airline is very impressive. They keep on focusing on different customers and catch their attention. The next question is, what are the ways for the leaders of your chosen company to promote ethical behavior and oppose unethical practices? Well, a Turkish airline believes on the conduct and they have a strong values that includes the honesty and fair dealing. They have a face of customer satisfaction, demonstrating respect to the individuals, either it could be their customer or their team member. They believe in innovation, teamwork, leadership, and open door policy. They always welcome the suggestions, but it is a different aspect. Either they look forward to the recommendation of the people or not. They try to talk with in a soft spoken way with the customers, but every time it is not possible for them. The Turkish tradition commitment to embracing a socially and ethically responsible approach to its business and adopting transparent and fair management culture. They definitely try to promote the ethical behavior among the employees. They keep the approach of serving the corporate citizens and operate beyond their financial interest. Turkish, on asking the different employees of Turkish Airline, the customers feel not very much appreciated, but obviously their employees always feel safe and they believe that the culture and tradition inside the Turkish airline helps their employees to groom their career. Answering this question about the opportunities or equal opportunities at Turkish Airline, well, management is very hard on the employees in Turkish Airline as the government owns almost 49% of the shares, and they do not give an equal opportunities to all nationals. And mostly Turkish people are in this working in this Turkish Airline, but Turkish president has sacked almost 211 employees due to non-fulfillment of performance standard in 2016. This was very harsh because the management could take an action to the for the employees, and they could give them the training workshops or include the seminars that can help to promote the employees who were sacked. But the authorities have sacked around about 60,000 people till now. So Turkish airline management probably is not very good in the providing equal opportunities to all citizens or equal opportunities to all the genders. They have been seen that there is a probably influence of the political pressure on the Turkish airline. It is also seems that uh, there is a political instability in the Turkey, so it could affect the Turkish airline later on. Moving on to the next question, how can the leaders within your chosen company encourages and facilitate the leadership development? We have taken the example of the Turkish airline for our presentation. So, Turkish airline has been focusing on their employees to be more dedicated and motivated. They struggle hard for the leadership qualities to bring more leadership qualities among their employees. Turkish airline have developed 3 days leadership program which is organized every year for the training and development of their employees. Every year, they move to different universities. They encourage their final graduate students to be part of the Turkish airline. They introduce them for the training program to become a leader, and then the training courses helps the employees to polish their leadership skills. Turkish Airlines also examining the management training programs for their employees is the best example of the latest technology level that has arrived in the current era and that focuses on practical and productive these measures. And leadership quality we can manage and we can see the Turkish airline has spent more than $70,000 annually to train their employees for the betterment of the company and it might also encourage the employees to work hard. Lastly, let's moving on towards the conclusion. The Turkish airline is Europe's third most and the world's seventh best airline with an effective and the loyal management team members. The leadership in Turkish airline makes sure that the top management remains young and enthusiastic. The primary focus of the company is to gain more customers and keep the existing customer in pocket. The mission and vision is very strong. They keep on focusing their targets, they approach the goals, and the customer still feels the customer care services are not very good. They still have a different opinions about the customer care centers. The management keeps hopes up and better marketing tools help the company to boost. Lastly, we are discussing some references which is being given here. In the end, I would like to thank the dear professor for helping us about this presentation and guiding us the leadership and management skills that we have covered in this course. So better luck for the class fellows for your assignment and keep hopes up.